You don't lay a finger on Durango. He don't do anything to Durango.
He didn't do anything to you.
Apparently that's working for him. So you know how we've talked about the Durango
Being long in the tooth?
being long in the tooth, but the sales remaining strong. Mm-hmm. Last year, it sold better than the previous year. Not only did it sell better than the previous year, it was the best year for the Durango.
What? Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
So all this time we've been like, oh, what's Dodge going to do? They're going to keep freaking selling Durangos. Oh my gosh.
I'll say for the third generation, which started in 2011, last year in the U.S., which is its biggest market, was the best year for the Durango.
It's 15th year in production. Normally,
with minimal changes.
Normally the first 2 years are your best sellers. And then as the design gets older.
And then a refresh, like it got a refresh in 2014.
Right. 12
years ago.
Right.
The definition of if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I bet they get in prayer circles over at Dodge to pray for the Durango's success.
It is making a little more sense why they're delaying the refresh. I'm sure someone came along and said, we should probably refresh Durango and say, you don't effing touch the Durango.
you don't touch my boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't lay a finger on Durango. He don't do anything to Durango.
He didn't do anything to you.
Apparently that's working for him.
2026 is going to be more in the 50-60 range or the 70-80 range?
Part of it is the Durango doesn't really look that old.
No.
It doesn't look dated. It doesn't look like a car that's...
It was beautifully simple.
Years. Yeah. Second, as we mentioned, it is the only V8 midsize SUV. So if someone is interested in that aspect, well, it's easy to explain some of those sales numbers because people that would have bought a V8 in another vehicle don't have that option.
The Explorer has a 4-cylinder.
But maybe the biggest thing I think is you already said this. This is a 7-seater Charger. People in 2025 that would have bought a Charger bought a Durango. That's what I think.
I think you're right. In which case, those sales numbers look terrible.
Yeah.
Because if you take the Charger, Challenger, Durango sales numbers from 2023...
Maybe not a Challenger, but for sure a Charger. Someone who was going to buy a 4-door Charger would make the jump to a Durango. I don't know someone that would buy a Challenger, that was looking to buy a Challenger. I don't know that they'd jump all the way to Durango. A Charger
Where did Challenger buyers go? Mustang?
Yeah.
Mustang.
They went to a Mustang. Charger buyers, I think at least some percentage of them
went to Durango.
Bought a Durango. Mm-hmm.
Because they had already made the they were already okay with the 4-door. Mm-hmm. They were already leaning toward practicality. I think you're right. That makes a lot of sense.
So I think next year, we'll see.
Because we'll have a 4-door.
We'll have a full sales year. Well, not even a full sales year. At least part of a sales year of a 4-door Charger with an internal combustion engine finally. So I think it will take some of those sales back.
As cool as this V8 Durango is, it would get absolutely destroyed by the new 6-pack.
Oh, yeah.